Hello YouTube and hello USA. I salute you. This is Keenan Dunham. I'm running for President of the United States 2016. I wanted to make an update to my Boldly into Space video with some new ideas I've had. Basically, I want to reopen NASA, a redux, a complete overhaul of our NASA program to increase it for jobs. And I want to do this because we need space exploration. We need to dream big for something for our children to do and accomplish for generations to come. And we have the availability to accomplish a lot. Part of that is my plans that I have for NASA. And I'm a scientist, unlike many presidents before, who understands what to do in space and also what we can accomplish further than we've ever accomplished before. Basically, we need to dream bigger than we've ever dreamed before, that eventually, generations to come, we will travel across the stars. Things like that. Science that isn't accomplished yet, we need to dream that we can do it and start from the goal and work our way backwards. Look for things that are in our way and make trajectories to accomplish all those things. We can have a colony on the moon and actually live on the moon with some population, astronaut population at first, but also billionaires who want to help fund our NASA program, and I would do that with the United States and as president, but also have some specific resource goals and all sorts of plans for running for reopening NASA, such as gathering resources from planets in space and from moons, such as it's predicted that there might be oil or some natural gas elements under the surface of Titan, moon of Saturn. Also, Venus is very gaseous. We could possibly take a mission from a space colony on the moon. So let's say we have a colony built on the moon eventually. Within the next 10 years, we should do that. And then we want to travel to other planets from the moon. We can actually look for the gas on Venus and try to gather from the upper atmosphere harvestable gas in great quantities, in huge quantities, via lots of robotics, not actual people traveling there, and then refine it on the moon so we never bring it near Earth, near Earth's atmosphere, and we could harvest it into more fuel. We need to be thinking of ways to gain from space resources we don't have using NASA and an international community of scientists and astronauts, and we need to include everyone. We need to have a NASA and international space program that includes all countries and the science that we gather from that exploration. And it's very exciting if you look at it, what we can accomplish for our future generations. We need to have huge science programs that will employ lots of people. And also another point I want to get across is that biodome farming can save the world, the way it is right now, and also get us into space. Biodome farming can be done on multi-story buildings, and that will save the rainforest possibly if we do that now, building as many biodomes as we can, and we can have skyscraper biodomes. Skyscraper biodomes, just building and building and building, using facilities on Earth to feed our populaces better. That will open up avenues for prosperity, but that's something you can also do in space colonies. It's something that we want to be very expert at in the world and in the United States. Biodome farming, which is very successful in the United States already, we can expand onto a moon colony. So the projected moon colony I would have is an international effort, all countries included, every single country on Earth, to have astronauts from many countries and a very diverse group that has biodomes on the moon, farms, and also facilities, beginning with a listening post, so we can have a more distant listening post to constantly be looking out into space and exploring space with our computers and our computing technology. And our technology today can get us much further than it could in the past. We need to harness it full potential, as great a potential as we can. You know, I'm a person who's a scientist, and I believe in this very passionately, more than other presidents in the past would have understood, because I am a scientist myself. I am a Mensa certified genius, and I've done a lot of science in my college, in my college education. And we need to accomplish and dream big, like science fiction, making science fiction reality for all people. Biodome farming is so important because it could save Africa right now from starvation. Anyone in any area that's suffering and needs food could actually be given a job. The biodome farming, you can give someone a job instead of just transporting rice and transporting goods and just dropping them off in a humanitarian effort. You can give people jobs in communities by doing biodome farming where there's hunger needed. And in Japan they have biodome farms near schools. Well, we could have people employed in the United States and curing hunger at the same time for the very people who need that, people who need food at working jobs, labor jobs, where they could help build biodomes that'll, and basically we can end hunger by doing biodome farming, multi-story, you can do that in cities even. Have multi-story biodoming, not skyscrapers, but tall buildings that are biodomes. And once we do that, then we have so many people that we can colonize space with the number of people we have. We'll have bright young people with access to universities, using the internet to learn. Then we can all set to the problem of colonizing space. And we need fuel to do that. We can gather natural gas from other planets. Think about harvesting with robotics, using lots of robots, harvesting huge quantities of a gas, taking it to a moon, which is a refinery. You don't want to take it to an atmosphere on Earth. We are the blue planet, the life planet here. Then you have gaseous planets, which can be our fuel. You want to build moon bases, and this is a repeatable process in our solar system, of gathering and refining gas, refineries on moons, where you don't bring the gas from Venus, Saturn, or Jupiter to Earth. You bring it to the moon nearby. We can bring Venus's gas to our moon and have a refinery on the moon that refines natural gas into fuel for our further space programs. We'll have to grow and have lots of scientists involved, lots of computers, lots of people on computers doing this. And it can be done today. Also, another coordinating point for the United States I want to share is that propositions at a local level is a great way for people to have their voices heard. And we need to start doing politics this way in the United States. It's so important that everyone has a voice, and we don't have to wait for a slow Congress or a slow national government. We can have everything we want in propositions, and our Congress be working with us on that. I think propositions are so important that they need their importance needs to be accentuated and understood better, that we have in the United States a full democracy by propositions, and we need to be always making it a more perfect democracy. Propositions to have the laws that we want in our local communities is always available. And all these plans, I have plans within plans. I have to share them on YouTube just to get them out there. That's what I really want to do right now, is get as many plans as I can seen by the national public so that they can see them, understand them, use them for their own purpose, for whatever they want to do, with or without me, all of this is public information. I'm putting my campaign as public information. And I'm coming up with science that I will give to the public all the time. And that's the way it should be. That's the way science should be. You know, I'm starting myself not to even believe in patents, because patents are only used for money these days. It was originally that patents were a place for science to congregate and to get something repeatably produced by having a patent. But now patents are just for money, and it's actually diminishing the true nature of science, what science is there for. Science is here for aiding mankind. So anyway, I want to get these ideas out there. We can all prosper together if we all work together. Right now, we need to inundate the United States with biodome farming and solar for the prosperity of all people. It's actually a patriotic thing for companies to do. Put up solar factories for producing energy, and you stop wars. You know, you end the need to go to oil wars anymore. And biodome farming on a multi-story, multi-tier building can end hunger in the United States and the world. We need to think of bright ideas like this, and I'm really striving and digging deep to come up with these ideas for people anywhere. And I'm going to put my ideas out in the public so people can use them. If I say something on YouTube and then it's done in the world, you know, I really do think it's from my campaign, and I want to get these ideas out there, and they're for everyone. And I don't think that many people understand, like me, how to get all this science, because I've been training as I've been running for president about these things. All this science, all this solar energy information actually implemented, all of it actually done in the right bureaucratic fashion with as little bureaucracy, little red tape as possible, all its avenues, the biodome farming, the NASA program, they're all my ideas, and that's why I'm going to continue to run for president until 2016, November 8th. I want to try to get my YouTube viral, and please share this video anywhere you can, and let's collaborate. Let's get lots of scientists together with my campaign. I'm calling out in the public, you know, any scientist who would like to help me, and I've actually got some in my campaign, and supporters and campaign staff working on this. So thank you, and let's make our dreams to the stars for our United States and the world, for children of all generations to come. And all right, I salute you. I salute the world. USA. Thank you.